Hi all, welcome back to third class on the lesson production in a factory, a paper mill. Now, previous class we have learned so many information about why the paper is important, how is it made, uh, what are the things that are required, and what is the process, what are the working hours, what is the batch number, and how the selling is being done. So in this chapter we would be learning about who owns the paper mills, about the people who are working in the paper mills, what are the benefits that they'll get, etc. So we have already spoken how the process was done and how the working hours and the shifts were there. Now, working in paper mills. What do you understand? A factory needs more number of employees. As we have seen in each shift, there are somewhere around 800 to 900 people working in each shift. So there are three different shifts as we have learned, right? So large number of workers for different kinds of works. Some on machines, right? Some of them help them, some in helps in electrical fittings, some help in transporting the materials. Yeah. So there are different employees used for different purpose in the factory. And in the factory as well, they have very highly qualified engineers. Okay. While few are ITI qualified people or people who have got out of polytechnic colleges. So, and there are few people who are illiterate also who are working in the factories. I mean, they have not studied at all. They just do manual work like cleaning, etc. in the factories. And few are, some are regular to the like regular workers. That is, they are permanent in that factory. Maybe they have been working for years together in that factory only. Some others are like on contract basis. They are called casual workers whenever it is needed. Yeah. And others are employed as contract workers, casual workers, and then there are permanent workers in the paper mill. Yeah. The permanent workers have uniforms. A particular uniform is given as it is mentioned in the textbook. A blue shirt and khaki pant is a for the pressing section. So every section has a different uniform allotted. And if you see, the permanent worker who is there in the working in the factory gets 15,000 per month. He also gets an he or she gets he gets an yearly income, yearly increment on that. They also have bonuses, yearly bonuses they qualify for. They also have enjoy certain perks, certain good things like they have insurance, medical insurance, they have provident funds which will help them apart from the salary that they draw, and also the increments as well as the bonus. These are the perks that they get. And then what happens? Employees takes insurance along with the family and medical free of cost. They also get medicines which are given to them free of cost. That is, they have a tie up with certain hospitals. Okay. And regular holidays are given. That is one weekly off for the workers who are permanent in the factory. And then they also get offs on festivals and some additional offs whenever they need. So these are the perks enjoyed by the person who is a permanent worker in the factory. Now let's see what contract workers have. They get paid only 800 per month. There are no weekly offs or no leaves as the permanent worker gets. There is no insurance or other benefits they enjoy. They don't get bonus or yearly increments, etc. Mostly they are asked to work in loading and unloading sections. No bonus, as I said. They get work throughout the year, but okay, throughout the year they have work. And if in case the contract based person is working for more than 2 or 3 years, they tend to become a permanent worker in the factory. So that is how the contract workers work. Now there are few women workers as well in the factory. Why? They are employed and paid on daily basis. So it's very less, somewhere around from 100 to 150 rupees are being paid on a day. And they don't work uh, the entire week. No, they work for 4 to 5 days in a week. That's it. So maximum they earn is every month 2,500, which is really not sufficient for them. And the work they do is usually clean the floor or paste labels on the packets, paper packets. They do not have any benefits at the deep because already the salary is low, so no other benefits. That is what women workers get in the paper mill factory. And let's talk about the other employees. As we spoke earlier, they are general shift employees as well, who work from 9:30 to 5, who takes care of the management, the production, the sales, etc. So they are a different group of people, and they are highly educated as well. So employees like accountants, clerks, and managers, etc. They are paid better salaries than the permanent workers or the contract or the women workers. And especially the senior managers, ideally the senior managers are usually from the families, people who own the mills. So they get highly paid as they are the family members. And with that, they have allowances as well, like free housing they get. They also get free education for children. That is a benefit. A senior managers who are the immediate members, family members of the owner, have these reap the benefits. Now, who owns the mills? As I already discussed in the previous class, even government have few paper mills under them. So a one person, single person cannot start a business, paper factory. So it's a partnership based business or firm, we can say. Large amounts of money is invested. That is, for paper business now we need to get wood, we need to pay so many workers, so large amount of investment is needed. So even from the bank the partners borrow money so that it is there with them. And then some factories are owned by government. So government, in order to help the people, they provide employment to the people, but pay very less, the government factories. Most factories need raw material in large amount, due to which natural resources are exhausting. From the time we have started this lesson, I've been continuously telling you that the natural resources are being used more than we have, and it's being exhausted. That means it's being used in larger amounts, wherein it will not be sufficient, and it is not sufficient. That's the reason we have been exporting or importing it from other states. So usage of natural resources will, because of that there are certain consequences that we were to pay. And now, as these paper mills run, they are closer to the forest, they are closer to the rivers. So do you think, and while using, we have learned, while the process of the paper is being done, there are certain chemicals being used so that the waste material is removed and so that the paper is white, etc. So those chemicals are harmful. So as per the studies, the factories give out smoke and pollute the rivers nearby with a chemical effluents. That is, whatever the chemicals that are being used, because of that, it is being polluted, the water, the surrounding, the air, everything is polluted. Measurements are needed to be taken in order to control, because it is damaging the environment. If you damage the environment, then it is going to affect us badly, right? Because we have weather changes, you have been observing, because of all these things, because we are damaging the environment. Now what happens at the same time? Do you think workers do not get sick? Workers also get sick because they are exposed to dust and chemicals, lots of dust, and it's a wood factory. So dust, smoke, chemicals, all these they are getting exposed to, due to which they fall sick. And the dust which being released through chimneys from the paper factories, it goes and settles on all the leaves or trees which are surrounding, because there are certain villages as well surrounding the places, so it goes and settles down over there. Complaints have been made, but again they are yet to take precautions or measures. Now you can see how much smoke is being emitted out. You can see the pictures. Now, this is the end of the lesson, where we have learned about paper, how to make it, how the workers are, whether permanent employees, non-permanent employees, how the selling is done, and the process of making paper, the importance of paper, how the environment is getting affected, who owns the paper mills, and also we have learned about how it is affecting us and people around the factories. So I have designed a home assignment for you. I would like you to write down the main features of the factory production. We have already drawn, and we have also made a flow chart, right? And I also want you to complete the activity given on page number 92. So I would be checking that for you. If you just go through that, it's I'll just quickly read. It's a table. It says fill in the table comparing Anand, Umar, and Pushpa's work. So in the book, there's a story. I mean, not a story. It's information given by Anand about Anand, Umar, and Pushpa, who are the workers. Permanent worker Anand, Umar is a contract-based worker, and Pushpa is a person, a women worker there who earns very less. So they would like you to give information about them. So they just want you to know, they write down their work, their experience, their income, and other benefits, whatever they get. So please go through that. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this class. I hope you understand how the paper works. And next, when somebody asks you, it will be easier for you to tell them how it is being made. And less usage of paper will be helpful for us as well to protect our environment. So now we have read this from the Telangana State Board textbook and pictures from internet. Thank you so much. See you in the next class. Have a good day.